Hello students, welcome back. So now we are going to be focusing our attention on joins. So let's go ahead and create two tables first. So I'll be creating a courses table and students table. Courses will have two columns, course ID, course name. Course ID is my primary key right here. In my students, I'm going to have student ID column, student name, age, what is the age of the student, and what course the student is taking. That's what your course ID is. In this particular instance, my student ID in my student table, that would be my primary key. The course ID that is inside your student table, that would be this right here. It is going to reference this one right here. It's going to reference this particular course ID. That's what this is doing over here. So basically, I'm connecting these two tables using course ID. Okay, so let's add some records to our, let's put some records into our table. So these are the records I'm putting into my courses table, Python, data science, machine learning, cloud computing, and this is how my table now looks like. So you have these four courses right here. I'm also putting some values into students table. So these are the corresponding values I'm putting, and this is how now my table looks like. You can see some like for example, you can see like Karan. Karan actually has taken no course, so that's why it's showing null over here, null right here. And likewise, you can see cloud computing. There is nobody who actually took cloud computing. Cloud computing is 204, and you do not see any 204 over here. So nobody has taken that course. Okay, so let's do inner join first. What inner join does, it returns only the matching records from both tables. Okay, so if let's say you have student and you have course, so it's only going to return those records that is present both inside your students and inside your course. So this little Venn diagram kind of helps you visualize what's happening. So suppose you select from the student course, you select student name. From the student table, you select the course name from the course table, and then you inner join. So in this case, I'm performing inner join like this. You use this keyword called inner, and this is going to join these two tables, student table with the course table, and I'm actually joining on course ID. Okay, so when you do this, when you perform this join and when you run this select query, this is how your output will look like. You can see that it's going to show you Robert, Priya, Aman, Sneha. It's going to show you only those students and only those courses that are present in both tables. So in this case, Karan did not show up because Karan did not took any course. If you come back over here, you can see that Karan had no course, right? So that's why it did not show up. Likewise, cloud computing did not show up because cloud computing was taken by nobody. So there is one record in course table, and there is one record in student table that is not present in either. That is not present in either one of them. So it only shows up the common one. So these are the common courses, right? Common students and courses name. Okay, let's do inner join another way now. So in this case, if you do not specify the inner keyword right here, okay, if I do not specify this keyword, uh, your SQL is going to assume by default that it is inner. So in this case, I'm just using the keyword join. So by default, it's going to assume that you're working with inner. So when you run this query is same as the previous one, except I'm not using the keyword inner. This is going to perform inner join over here. You can see that Karan has been excluded because there was no course taken by Karan, and cloud computing has been excluded because no student has taken that course. Okay, then there is something called left join. So what left join does, it's going to return all the left table plus the matching right. So let's understand this through this Venn diagram. So you have students, you have courses right here. It's going to return all these people right here. These students, all the students. Okay, so for example, when I run select student name from the student table and course name from the course table from the student S, and I'm performing left outer join right here. Okay, and I'm connecting these two tables through course ID. So in this case, what it's going to do is going to return all the students. So if you look over here, it returns Robert, Priya, Aman, Sneha, Karan. It even returns Karan, this one right here. Now Karan has taken no course, so it returns null over here in the course name table. So as you can see, it returned everything, but it did not return the cloud computing, because cloud computing is not going to be getting returned. It's only going to return all the matching, returns all the left table plus the matching right. That would be this right here. Okay, then let's do the another one. Let's do right join. So in the right join, what it does, it returns the matching left plus all the right table. So in this particular instance, let's say this is your student, this is your course. So it's going to return every course name over here. Okay, and it's only going to return the students if they are matching. All right. So in this case, I'm selecting s dot student name, c dot course name from student S, and I'm doing right join right here. Okay, so joining on course ID. So in this particular instance, it's going to return, as you can see, all the course names. It's returning Python, data science, machine learning, even cloud computing. For cloud computing, nobody took that subject, so it returns the null value over here. So as you can see, it returned all the courses names over here. Student name, it returns the student name only if it's available. If it's not available, it's going to return null value. And then you have full join. So the in full join, basically, let's say you want all the left tables, that is all the students, and also all the right table, in other words, all the courses. So the way you do this thing is, this is a little trick you can employ. So in this instance, you are actually doing select student name, course name from the student as, and first you perform left join. Okay, so that's going to give you all your left, it's going to give you all one set of results right here. And then you union. Okay, you actually combine the result with the right join. So this is my right join right here. So basically, I'm doing this query is essentially same as this query. The only difference is I'm using right join. So you do the left join first, then you do the right join, and then you union them. So when you union them together and when you run this query, this is your output now. You can see that now you're going to see all the students and all the courses. So in this case, you can see that student is null right here, and the course is cloud computing, because there is a course called cloud computing. Nobody took that course. So that's why it shows up null over here. In this case, current. It returns current too, and for current he never took any course, so course name is going to be null. And then of course it returns all the matching ones like Aman, Priya, Robert, Sneha. So in other words, it returns all the students and it's going to return all courses.